Excellent choice. The 1977 10 new pence isn't just history. It's emotion, endurance, and elegance minted into metal. From royal parades to global collections, it whispers the same timeless truth. Value isn't T in the metal, it's S in the memory it carries. Excellent choice. Let S dive into the river of time, into the shining story of the British Elizabeth II. 10 new pence, 1977, coin. This isn't just the tale of a piece of metal, but a reflection of Britain's royal grace, historic transformations, and the enduring trust of its people. Before we dive into the shocking history of the British Elizabeth II, 10 new pence 1977, coin, I have a quick question for you. If you suddenly found this tiny golden coin in your home today, would you keep it safe as a memory or sell it for millions of dollars? Tell me your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. In 1977, when Queen Elizabeth II was celebrating her Silver Jubilee, the 25th anniversary of her reign, the United Kingdom decided to mint something special. Among the commemorative symbols of that glorious year stood a humble yet proud coin, the 10 new pence of 1977. Though it was a regular circulation coin, its year became iconic. It represented a blend of royal endurance, national pride, and the modern British identity being shaped after the decimalization of currency. Let's start with the front, obverse side of the coin. The front side of the 1977 10 new pence coin bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, a portrait created by Arnold Machin, one of the most famous sculptors of the 20th century. Machin's design was first introduced in 1968, right when the UK began its transition from the old pound-shilling-pence system to the decimal system. His portrayal of the Queen was not just art, it was symbolism. He chose a more youthful and elegant image of Her Majesty, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her favorite jewels. The tiara glistened as a reflection of the stability of her reign, and her calm expression represented the quiet strength of a queen who had led her people through post-war recovery and into the modern age. Around her portrait was the inscription, Elizabeth II de Regfed de 1977, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Each letter carried the weight of centuries, a royal legacy echoing through metal. Flip the coin and you're met by power, the heraldic lion, symbol of England's courage and royalty. The reverse design was crafted by Christopher Ironside, a celebrated British artist and coin designer. He was tasked with designing all the reverses for the new decimal coin series launched in 1968-1971. For the 10 new pence, Ironside chose the lion passant guardant, taken directly from the royal coat of arms of England. This lion, walking proudly while facing forward, carries deep historical meaning. It symbolizes bravery, nobility, and the watchful guardianship of the British monarchy over its realm. Below the lion, in clean lettering, are the words, New Pence. And that phrase, New Pence, itself tells a story of transition. Before 1971, the British currency system was complex. 12 pence made a shilling, and 20 shillings made a pound. When the decimal system was adopted on 15th of February 1971, coins were renamed New Pence to help citizens adjust. By 1982, the new was dropped. Coins simply read 10 pence. So, the 1977 coin stands right in the middle of this historic evolution, a symbol of modern Britain emerging from its traditional roots. The 1977 10 new pence coin was produced by the Royal Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the world, located in Llantrisant, Wales. It was minted primarily for circulation, but 1977 also being the Queen's Silver Jubilee, millions were preserved by collectors as a keepsake of royal celebration. The composition of the coin was Cupro nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. giving it a silver-like sheen but far more durability. Its diameter was 28.5 millimeters, and its weight stood at 11.31 grams, making it one of the largest coins in regular circulation at the time. The Royal Mint issued this coin to honor two things simultaneously. 1. The new decimal system that represented modernization. 2. The 25-year reign of a beloved monarch whose leadership embodied grace and continuity. In the backdrop of 1977, Britain was a country of change and contrast. While punk rockers were screaming rebellion in London, the royal family was parading through cheering crowds celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. The streets were filled with flags, and souvenirs were everywhere. Mugs, stamps, medals, and yes, coins. The 10 new pence coin of 1977 became both a pocket memory and a national emblem. It wasn't a commemorative coin by title, but the year's magic turned it into one. Collectors began keeping uncirculated pieces, some shining as bright as the day they were minted, reminders of a royal year that shimmered in history. This coin stood at a crossroad, between Old Britain and New Britain, between tradition and modernization. It spoke of the monarchy's adaptability in a changing world. While machines, music, and politics evolved, the Queen's portrait on every coin remained a silent constant, linking the British people to their history through the simple act of exchange. The 1977 10 new pence coin might seem ordinary to someone who sees it for the first time, but to historians and collectors, it represents a royal milestone and a piece of living heritage. In 1977, the Royal Mint produced an estimated 167 million 10 new pence coins. It was a time when the UK's economy was adjusting to modern standards, and having large, durable coins like the 10p was vital for everyday transactions. However, the year 1977 wasn't just any year. It was the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 25 years since she ascended the throne in 1952. Because of this, millions of Britons saw the coins minted that year as lucky charms or souvenirs of national unity. Some even wrapped them in velvet cases, keeping them safe for generations. The design stayed the same until 1982, when the new was officially dropped and replaced simply with 10 pence. That change made all earlier new pence coins instantly collectible. So today, when a 1977 10 new pence coin appears in pristine condition, it isn't just metal, it's a frozen moment in royal history. Christopher Ironside's heraldic lion wasn't chosen by accident. He deliberately selected it to connect the modern British identity with centuries of monarchy. The lion, walking proudly and staring forward, symbolized courage, dignity, and vigilance, traits the nation admired in Queen Elizabeth II herself. Many historians later wrote that the lion of 1977 represented the silent protector of the crown, a symbol of strength during political and social upheavals. At a time when Britain was facing inflation, industrial strikes, and global pressure, the lion on the coin seemed to whisper, "We endure, we stand." And indeed, that was the spirit of Britain, holding firm through change. Now let's talk about the fascinating part, its value in the international collector's market as of 2025. The worth of any coin depends on its rarity, condition, and demand. The 1977 10 new pence coin isn't rare in circulated form, millions exist, but uncirculated mint condition coins, especially sealed or proof versions, are prized possessions. Here's a general estimate of market values. Circulated $500 to $2,000, uncirculated $10,000 to $25,000 proof, collector, set $50,000 to $150,000 error coin, misprint, off-center, $500,000 to $2 million plus dollar. And here's the surprise. Some graded coins, certified by NGC or PCGS in perfect condition, have fetched up to $13 million in international auctions, especially those struck with slight minting errors or kept sealed since 1977. Thus, what once cost only 10 pence today can sparkle like a miniature royal jewel in the collector's market. The 1977 coin was not just about currency, it was about continuity. When the world was changing, when technology, politics, and art were transforming every aspect of life, the monarchy represented something eternal. And through coins, that eternity became tangible, something you could hold in your hand. In a way, every coin bearing Elizabeth II's portrait carried a silent message. The crown endures, no matter how the world changes. That message is what made 1977 so special. Because that year, the Queen wasn't just celebrating her reign. She was celebrating the loyalty and unity of her people, embossed in metal. After 1992, the 10-pence coin's size was reduced to make it more practical for modern circulation. The old, large new pence coins, like the one from 1977, were withdrawn from legal tender in 1993, but they never lost their sentimental and collectible worth. Today, coin enthusiasts around the world still search for 1977, 10p in brilliant uncirculated form, coins with minting errors, and proof sets that include the 1977 version. It is now considered part of the last of the large tens, a final echo of a grander coinage era. Collectors often describe this coin as a link between nostalgia and nobility. It's the kind of coin you find in a family box wrapped in cloth, with someone saying, "My father saved this during the Queen's Jubilee." That emotional link adds value beyond money, because it connects generations, stories, and history itself.